Alright, so right now we're headed to Takema. It's the second stop on the poker run. But my dad had to work this morning, so we're a little late getting to the poker run. So hopefully it's a fun day. Alright, so right now we are in Utan. That's where it ended. And we got some food, and now there's some bands. And me and Derek are just chilling, you know.
Jorgensen gets lapped.
Screw you. Let's go, bruh. Race.
Base.
Why aren't you recording it?
What?
Us racing.
Because I gotta get it.
Get what?
Adjusted.
I got some pretty great footage there.
Backwards.
You're backwards. Just sitting here with Derek. He looks so cool. Derek's not actually in a wheelchair. He can walk. Right, Derek? Derek, get up and walk. He's ignoring me because he's texting. He's single, ladies. Hit him up. I'll put his number in the description below. Just kidding.
My mom was sitting over there somewhere. I just didn't see her.
She doesn't love you.
Love me like you do.
Oh, look at this sexy car that Derek got to take on the poker run. Shut up. Shut up. Get a better view of this sexy car. Oh, yeah.
I make videos.
Sexy car. All those bikes over there. All these bikes. Bruh. This isn't even all of them. Derek, are these your beer cans? Derek, are these your beer cans on the ground right here?
Yeah.
Alcoholic. Is that your cousin?
Yeah.
Fished on by, jump in the river and cool our sails from the heat of the night. Baby, you ready? Ooh, you and me going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. Spend the whole night through, feels so good to be with you and me, going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and count the stars where the cool grass grows. Down by the river in the full moonlight, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. You and me going fishing in the dark. Hey, we're Joystick. We're going to take a short break. We will be right back.
That is close to my heart. My son Derek is 20 years old and was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy when he was just 10 days before he turned 6. So he was a kindergarten student, and we thought that we just had a kid like every other kindergartner. Thought maybe he couldn't run quite as fast as the other kids. Saw him fall down a lot. A little trouble getting up the stairs. But other than that, he was just your average 6-year-old kid. Seeing him in a preschool setting was probably my first indicator that there might be something not quite right about the way his body was. And so we went to a doctor who did some tests, and we discovered we had muscular dystrophy. I will tell you that when he was diagnosed, he looked just like every other kid that you see. He was walking. He could run, but not fast. He could skip, he could dance, he could hop. He went into a scooter in 5th grade just because walking was a little bit more difficult, and he had a little bit of trouble getting around in school and was falling, and it just wasn't safe for him anymore. By 7th grade, he was in the wheelchair that you see him in now. And most people who think about muscular dystrophy just think that it's just a kid who ends up not being able to walk anymore, but there's so much more to this. My son can't hug me anymore because he can't raise his arms. My son cannot move after you put him into bed at night. If he needs to turn over, he has to call for one of us to help him. My son can't hold a can the way that you all are holding your drinks tonight. My son can't do that. He has to drink from a straw. Every year, he loses a little bit more of the ability that he had the year before. It's taking away everything from him except for his amazing spirit and attitude. Yeah. And I will tell you that if you get a chance to talk to any of these kids affected by, there are 43 forms of muscular dystrophy, and each and every one of them have different diagnosis, different prognosis. But every kid that I know who has ever been diagnosed just deals with it with such amazing grace, and they smile when you and I would break down. I know I get frustrated at just crazy little things like a pair of pants that doesn't fit. But this kid can't even put his own pants on, and he doesn't get upset about it. He just goes through day and every day with a great attitude, and that's what helps us get through. The other thing that helps us is the hope for a cure. And it's events like this and people like you who come out, who spend a little bit of money, who ride your bike, who buy a raffle ticket. If you see a firefighter with a fill the boot, if you put anything in, you are giving us hope. I really truly thought when we started this ride back in, 12 years ago, let's just call it that. 12 years ago, when he was walking and he walked up on stage and he drew the winning raffle ticket, I truly in my heart believed that there would be a cure for this disease by now. But I can tell you that we are on the cusp of some amazing things, thanks to research. I truly believe that any baby who's born today, who's diagnosed in this generation, is going to have a chance of maybe not necessarily a full cure, but this disease is going to stop in its tracks. And no other mom is going to have to wonder how their kid is feeling comfortable at night because he can't roll over. No other mom is never going to get a hug from their kid again. That's the hardest part of this disease for me. So I encourage you to continue to support MDA. I thank the the Elkhorn Valley Hog Association and the Dillon Brothers, Harley Davidson. Thank you so much for all of your support. From all of us families, we couldn't survive our just day-to-day living without knowing that we have the hope of a cure, and you guys are a huge part of that. Thank you to the City of Utan for having us out here. It's a great place. The weather finally cooled down a little bit, so hopefully you all can enjoy. But from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of all of the families who suffer or have someone who suffers from this horrendous disease, God bless you, and thank you so much.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Thanks for coming out tonight. It turned into a really great evening. I'm just glad it didn't rain on us. I know it was hot, but wow, this is really cool. So this is our first day of the hog, and it's been a lot of fun. Dylan and Tyler got to ride in the sidecars earlier today. They made it 20 miles. They did a great job, and it was a lot of fun to go over to Dylan Brothers and pick out our helmets and our stickers, and then Tyler tried on these sunglasses that he's wearing right now, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's got to have those. So we had a really good time. So like Tammy said, there's so much more involved with just the face of Duchenne. Like she says, the kids, like Dylan can't hug me anymore. Tyler still can. Dylan and Tyler were diagnosed 5 years ago. We started with Dylan. So both of them have Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Duchenne affects 1 in 3,500 boys. So in our family, it's 2 in 7,000. So unfortunately, I'm the carrier. They got it. And we just, like Tammy said, we just really appreciate events like this that, you know, help us try to find a cure and help us raise money. And one of the most important things that I like to talk about is also this money helps to go towards the kids going to camp every summer for a week, where it gives us parents a chance to have some respite time, just have some rest time, while the boys and the girls have the time of their lives. And one of the greatest events of the days out there is that some guys on Harleys come out and give the guys rides and sidecars. It's awesome! So if you're one of those guys, thank you so much for coming out to camp, because Cozad is a little bit of a trek. And you know, thanks again for today. What an awesome time. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming to this event tonight. Thanks for supporting MDA and donating the money that goes to research for MD.
We're out here with Derek and Zach and all these wonderful people out here supporting MDA. Yeah.
What's cool?
He's one of them that can hit the field at 80 miles an hour and get up and walk up and throw the ball.
Alright, so it's like 9:30 right now, and we're just eating some Taco Bell. It's gonna be pretty good. Can't wait to eat it. Haven't eaten Taco Bell in a while. But today was a lot of fun. It was fun hanging out with Derek, like it always is. How'd you like today, Mom?
It was good. Hot.
It was hot. But we're gonna eat some Taco Bell real quick. See you guys tomorrow. I'm just gonna end this vlog right here. So keep rolling.
Watch out. Champion!